He likes to eat his meatballs.
Babyface, what's your pick for next week?
Eltonville Club number one.
Look at Wonder Jones quickly. Get a camera on him. He's texting the NAACP.
Like Tiger just said, Evan Dorkin's going to be here next week signing it, so that's my pick for next week. Eltonville Club number one.
My pick is predictable, probably. Justice League United number 0.
Wonder, do you know how to spell it?
Excited to see what Jeff Lemire is going to do with his
Yeah, 40 acres in a mule.
I'm excited to see Adam Strange in 52.
Yes, Adam Strange.
Yep.
And to have, and I know Waffle hates me for saying this, but I think it's hysterical.
He's not here to yell
that
at
the
you.
new Justice League team, yeah, I'm going to say because he's not here to yell at me, is going to split its time between outer space and Canada.
You know what's fucked up?
That's what Justice League United is?
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up about this coming out
Because
next
the
week?
Canadian space program is really good.
No, like that's where they're splitting their. They think those are the two places we need to focus on: outer space and Canada.
Well, outer space covers everything.
Kenya.
So I'm guessing they're going to be in outer space a lot. And then in Canada, when they need to do 2.
The DC fucked up with this book coming out next week.
Half the books.
Yeah,
are French.
because Justice League of America 14, Justice League of America hasn't ended.
Justice League of America hasn't ended yet. Forever Evil hasn't ended yet. The reason why this team is forming and going to Canada is because of what happens in Forever Evil number 7, which doesn't come out for one more month.
But you know what?
Spoiler.
Fucked up
But you
again.
know what?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. DC fucked up again.
Batgirl, Phantom Stranger, Pandora, they've had a handful of books that have already pretty much...
Well, they've already announced what's happening to Dick Grayson after Forever Evil, so...
Yes. By the way, for those of you maybe listening to the last
Spoiler alert.
episode, Batgirl thinks Dick Grayson is dead, but evidently DC announced Dick Grayson is
He's
not
actually
dead.
a zombie.
In response to the podcast last week.
Yes.
When they heard me say what I said.
They announced he is working for a super secret spy organization, and you will read about that in a title written by Tim Seeley and Tom King, a former CIA operative.
Dan Didio was like,
Grayson.
listen guys, we're gonna make this fucking guy stop, bro. This podcast, he's got English fucking words. Anybody got any ideas? What we gonna do with the fucking highway? What we gonna fucking do, guys? Come on, let's get this done. Maron, let's get it out there tomorrow.
He better not lose an arm and get it replaced with a metal arm.
No.
So alright, so anybody got any ideas? Well, I just saw this movie and there's this spy, right? And he's supposed to be dead, and he's got a mentor. It sounds good. Okay, so what's this about? Don't fucking worry about it. Let's get it going.
In that,
I love how your Dan Didio voice sounds absolutely nothing like Dan.
But
Dan Didio, yeah, he's really excited. He talks like this.
in those steps,
That's
though?
when he's letting all the people hear him.
But
Behind closed doors.
He's like Phil Hartman's
Dan's a
Ronald
total
Reagan.
fucking bro, and he gets his eyebrows waxed and everything. Shaves his widow's peak.
in those steps, though, does
Puts
that
an
mean...
extra layer of glaze on that bald head of his.
Dan Didio has family on Staten Island because every time I fucking met the guy, he's like, you still? Yeah, I got family out of Staten Island.
Then why don't you visit?
No.
So you can go nuts on those second oranges.
Oh, you can sign here anytime.
No, yeah. Sure.
Does that mean Batman's gonna die and Nightwing's gonna become Batman again?
No.
No.
I know not.
Let's see. Well, if we follow the Marvel timeline correctly, Batman will die. He'll be trapped in time somewhere, like he was once before, and then show up again inexplicably after the writer screams that, well, Batman is coming back anytime soon.
And he's gonna be inside the Red Skull's body.
Joker.
I picked Buddy Buys a Dump.
Buddy buys a dump?
That's right.
Really?
Peter Bag.
Your bag, hate, comics, good stuff. Excellent stuff.
Hell yeah.
Check it out. I think it's all the hate annuals and a new story.
Yeah, it is. It's a collection of the hate annuals and a new story. It's if you don't know who Peter Bag is, I'm sure you would recognize his artwork. But it's good shit. It's not, Marvel or DC.
Hate this pussy shit.
It's only for hardcore comic readers. Sorry, Dad.
Come on, Tony, spit it out.
Do it, dude.
My pick is not racism. Let me see. I'm just gonna go with the obvious one.
Who picks racism? What the fuck are you saying?
Chupa
I'm sorry. I could pick on the Chinese over here, and I could pick on the black, and I could pick on the Jew. But if I say something about the Italians, you get a little offended, Mr. Viverito. What's your problem?
That's the only word you know in
Or what are you gonna fit me for cement shoes?
Parmesan.
Oh my god.
Does it make you feel better if I call myself a spick? Does that make you happy?
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Oh. So,
Yeah, my pick is.
I'm going with the. Wow, no, okay. No, when Sock says I know
Pick it.
party something, but you are like doing a call out right now. I think Ed.
Well, what'd you say?
He just was trying to say like
I may have
fucking
was-
Guineas he just said. Under his
I
breath.
did really.
Yes, like it's really really low away from the microphone.
Did he call you a geep?
And I'm going for the obvious pick. That's going for the obvious pick on Wednesday. Walking Dead 126, final part of All Out War. And if anybody's been reading the end of the fucking 125, you know exactly why we're all waiting for this fucking issue.
Because it's gonna rock.
Rock.
Comic sense.
Sucko.
Going down.
Me?
Yeah.
Batman Eternal 3.
Woo!
Because of all the reasons I said earlier. Reading number 2, I want to see what happens if as far as Deacon Blackfire and everything else that's happened in the past 2 weeks. It's a weekly. It's commitment.
Yeah.
But
If you want it-
I honestly, man, after the first issue, I wasn't sure if it was worth the commitment. But the second issue, yeah, it's worth it.
If you want it on your pull list, please let us know because it's a commitment. I haven't been throwing it into everyone's bags,
Yeah.
so
And if you don't put it on your pull list, Tiger's going to order 25 of them. So, that's it. Everybody's going to miss out. We got to beg Tiger to order more. And he's going to be like, nah, I know what I'm talking about. But the numbers don't lie. It's the numbers. The Tiger everybody wants, and that's the numbers.
Sucko, in general, how do you feel about weekly comic series? With stuff in the
I
past.
feel great about them if they're good. I mean, Batman Eternal looks like it's going to be really good. So if you're going to do it weekly, make sure it's fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And the stable of writers, when you open up Batman Eternal and you see the writers are on there, it's like, all right, if these guys are really writing it and they're not just
half-assing it.
or it's quote unquote written by Scott Snyder and scripted by Jimmy Bag of Donuts.
It's funny because right now it says the past 2 issues it says that the writers are Snyder and James Tynion, and it lists Tim Seeley and I think John Layman as consulting writers.
All great though. They're all great. I mean, that's what I was just saying. Who's on the list? You know what I mean? It's so if I see Ed O'Hare on there, all right. This guy's doing the bulk of the fucking work, and I'm not. It's going to end up being a shitstorm.
I'd be interested to see what you think of Future's End next month, and if that holds up with that.
Future's End, I already have misgivings.
yeah.
But buy it. But
Yeah.
Zing.
Well, you don't know unless you read it.
Batman Eternal also has 2 great artists on it, Fabok and Dustin Nguyen.
Oh god.
So,
Totally this Detective Comics because of Fate.
Fabok's my favorite Batman artist right now. I also wanted to say for next week an honorary pick besides.
Fabok sounds like something you should yell when you win like a board game. Fabok! Domino, motherfucker.
I don't know. That sounds.
Fabok, motherfucker.
That sounds like the other monster in a Godzilla movie. No, Fabok!
I would say Yahtzee. You tried. You tried.
You said,
Godzilla versus Fabok.
but you said Gonzilla.
Gongzilla?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm also excited for lecture number 1 next week. Carry on.
Who's writing that?
I don't remember.
Then I'm excited for Lazarus next week.
Tony is right. Lazarus comes out.
Okay.
Then I'm excited for the inevitable hamburger. Next week.
We're gonna have hamburgers next week.
Me.
No, he's
All right.
No hamburger party.
I would like to thank.
You always do that. Holy shit.
What?
Dude, no, man. I've had it in my head. Whenever you're getting ready for the sign-off, you say all right, or you say whatever you say, and then you look to one side, and then you come back. I swear to God, it's like you don't do that any other time in the podcast, except when you're getting ready to sign off. You look over your.
Or I cock my head or something, or
you look over your right shoulder. You look all right toward Sheeble. Yeah. But he's checking with Kenny.
really? Because I'll be honest,
Kenny, by the way, I like how you match your T-shirt with your khakis.
I make sure my head, but I'm always looking at you as I start.
I know, and then you give the quick, like a picture on the mound, like you're checking first base.
Don't spit on our floor.
Okay. Anyway,
What?
I'd like to thank our studio audience.
Yeah. Thank you.
Why are you clapping like a fucking fat old Italian grandmother?
Who's half seal?
I'm gonna make the ball.
I'd like to thank our cameraman Matt Flip
That's a show.
and Shoot the Heat.
They're the backbone of the show. We're nothing without them.
Waffle, we miss you. Hopefully
Kenny's
you'll be
the
back
ass.
next week.
Oh, he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
He just had GERD.
Have fun. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for listening. Tell all your friends about us. Spread the word. And WCBJ signing off.